Hi there, my name's JP and this is exactly what I look like in real life. So if you see me walking down the street, just tap me on the shoulder and say hi. I'm the founder of Intelligence on Chain, which is a research and investigations organization, and also Armored, which is really there to protect protocols from exploitation through lots of collaborations with some great partners like BlockSec. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about MetaSleuth, which is a tool that I use pretty much every day. It aids me with investigations and visualizes transactions in a way that's meaningful for victims, for law enforcement, and for lawyers as well. MetaSleuth is our preferred visualization tool. All of our investigators here at IOC will use MetaSleuth for our investigations. Let's find out why using a tool like MetaSleuth is super important. Well, in 2022, 3.7 billion was stolen globally, right? And that, although 2023 was down on that number, the trend is still going up. So this is what the visualization really looks like. Now, a couple of things in terms of navigation is that the funds always tend to flow from left to right. There are some exceptions, especially when your charts get a little bit bigger. Okay, you've got a few things that you can do with these nodes here. So this is a node, this is a node, this is a node, right? This is actually a contract. Okay, Tornado Cash is a protocol that's used to launder cash. Tornado Cash is illegal, so let's color this red, right? And this just helps us visualize that this is bad, right? We know that this person is the recipient of funds from Tornado Cash, so maybe we could give them a slightly different color, but also indicate that it's, still a bad guy. As these funds move forward, in theory, it's less likely that this person is the same person who this is. However, it all depends on the transactions. So what you can do with MetaSleuth is you can deep dive into a particular address. On Ethereum, you have the ability to filter transactions in and out, okay? And you can be specific about what ERC20 token it is, and you can be specific about the particular moment in time as well. This is extremely useful, extremely useful. Now, if we wanted to analyze this address specifically, we could hit analyze. And what analyze is going to do is it's going to show you all the important transactions that happen here on the left hand side in this panel. We can see here there's very few transactions that's happened here, okay? But just in terms of navigation, we've got related addresses. We also have transfers as well. So related addresses is basically what addresses have I interacted with, okay? And we can see here this one, $1,000 in Tornado, whatever that is. It's got a yellow exclamation mark next to it, so it's very likely that this is either a zero value token or just not relevant at all. Could be a scam or attempted scam or something like that. So we can actually hide that. Now, if you're like me and you like things to be in order, you can click this automatic layout button here, which just puts things back in a nice line, which is really good. But one of the things I really wanted to point out, some of the differences between this related address tab and this transfer tab, is that this is the recipient from Tornado Cash, right? But here we only really see the one address. If we go on to transfer, we'll see all of the different transactions that have come in, each of around 100 100 ETH. And if I was to click the little line between the two nodes, it brings up the edge list. If I click details here, you're going to get that list of transactions again. You're going to get all the hashes, all the links to it, the links to Falcon, which is great, and all the addresses and the amounts and things. What's really useful about this is if I'm doing an investigation, if I'm interested in this edge, I am able to export this to a CSV, which is basically like an Excel, and I can easily drop that into a report that I'm about to give to a victim or to law enforcement. So that's a great tool, okay? So let's explore a little bit more about what's happened with this money. So we see a load of cash coming in, a load of ether. Now these two little sort icons here, okay, I like to have the orange arrow down at the bottom because that then means The oldest transaction is down at the bottom. The newest transaction is up at the top. We see a load of money coming in, load of ether coming in. And by the way, this is a lot. So like 900 ether is worth around $3.6 million. That's what we're looking at here. We know the money's come in. We also know that money's gone out to this address here. So let's click Analyze again. Analyze is going to display visually what happens then with transactions in and out. So if we click Analyze, we're going to see in and out what happened. So this has now started to open up a little bit of a pattern here. Okay, so the money has come out, 900 ether. Okay, let's now click on this address. Let's color it the same color, just so we're keeping everything like we believe this is the same person, right? Because there's only a limited number of transactions. It's not like there's hundreds in and hundreds out. So we're now starting to see a split. Let's take this first one to begin with. Let's look at this edge. And I'm now going to start a new color set. And these colors mean anything, whatever you want them to. Typically, I have purple for centralized exchanges. I have white for smart contract addresses, red for attacker, green for victim, and then these colors tend to be used for attackers and varying levels of confidence. And then the others are just used for whatever I deem right at the time. So I still believe that this is the attacker. So again, I could color them this orange color, but actually I'm going to color them yellow. Okay, and that's because I want to follow this set of these set of funds. In fact, even better, let's color this edge yellow as well. That's going to enable us to really follow the assets from this wallet. Okay, so at this point, we can see various deposits out to Binance. Now, I would say that because this is a centralized exchange, a deposit address is really important, because behind that deposit address, there's going to be key information which law enforcement will be able to get hold of. And this is one of the great features about MetaSleuth, is that you're able to really track the journey of the assets, right? And we can see there's a lot more here. We can see that actually there's another 629 ETH here, another 500 ETH here. And just to show you really what this looks like on a grand scheme, I've changed the color slightly, but look at that. This is the same sets of transactions, and this is a closed loop, meaning there's not hundreds of transactions in and out of any other ecosystem. This is a closed loop money laundering operation that has come from Tornado Cash, and it equates to about 7,400 ether, which is around $30 million, all of which has been sent out via Kraken, Simple Swap, Binance, and Change Now.